Next, uh, properties of the fluid is vapor pressure. V denotes vapor pressure is capital P and suffix V. It is defined as the pressure exerted by its vapor in phase equilibrium with its liquid at a given temperature. For a pure substance, it is same as the saturation pressure in a fluid motion. If the pressure at some location is lower, then the vapor pressure bubbles starts forming. The phenomenon is called cavitation because they form cavities in the liquid. The cavitation and the this phenomena, cavity and cavitation phenomena, explain in another lecture also. When top surface of the water goes to the top surface of the water molecules intakes or contains any types of external energy, then they left the top portion of the liquid. But the blank or vacant place of that fluid particles is taken as next another fluid particles quickly. Then the formation of bubbles, and this phenomena is called as cavitation. That is the very severe defects when the cavitation is formation in any types of tubes, pipes, conduits and any types of the fluid containers. Okay, now I am not going the cavitation points, but small view, small explanation, brief introduction given, and that they explain in detail in next lecture. Now vapor pressures. Now very important, next is one is the surface tension. Surface tension, it is a line force. It is acted perpendicular. We draw any surface, water surface to a imaginary line, then it acts a perpendicular of that imaginary lines are called the surface tension. Simple. It denotes in sigma because it is a tensile force. Properties of the tensile force. When a liquid or gas, two immiscible liquids are in a contact, like water and glass, water and metal, mercury and glass, many combinations we have, we choose, we are free. The intensity of molecular attraction per unit length along any line in the surface is called surface tension. Very simple definition. For example, in a spherical liquid droplets for radius small r, the pressure difference is delta P between the inside and outside surfaces of the droplets is given as delta P is equal to 2 sigma upon r, and the unit of the surface tension is taken as Newton per meter, and the dimensional unit of the surface tension is ml, mt minus 2, not ml, only meter, and temperature and time of the two types. Okay. Now the surface tension is a very important properties for a fluid. These properties of the fluid are using very easily. Because of that, the root of the trees is very easy, goes to the mineral root to the stem to the through the leaves, and food making easily, making for the food very easily. We take a towel, cotton towel, a towel, We insert a filled in liquid bucket, water in bucket, then the one part of the blanket or towel is inserted in the liquid. Then after some time, the rise of the liquid in very high level. For example, if 2 centimeter inserted the towel, therefore after some time 10 centimeter rises the water of the water in the towel. This phenomena or this property are called capillarity, and this is the capillary action. Surface tension is a complete topic, complete lecture, and we have discussed in another lecture. Very brief. Now, this is the state relations for gases and liquids. That is the P is equal to rho RT, and this is equal to rho into R upon M into T, where R is the characteristics gas constant and R bar is the universal gas constant. Okay, and capital M is the molecular weight of that type of the liquid. Okay, now liquid are nearly incompressible and have a single reasonable constant, that is the specific heat. Density of liquid decreases slightly with temperature and increases moderately with pressure. Neglecting the temperature effect and empirical pressure density relation are expressed here. We see in the picture 1 atmosphere and density of the fluid is 1000 kilogram per meter cube, and the constants are taken as beta is equal to 3000 and n is equal to 7. This is the constant value. I am not saying this is the constant value stated by the scientist and the inventor. Next slide, please. Now, the properties, the characteristics of the fluid is approximately over. Now, classification of fluid flows. Some of the general categories of fluid flows problems are as follows. Number 1, viscous and inviscid flow. Viscous flow, when a glass, we have taken a glass plate, then we drop a bucket of water. Water can easily go from one place to another place, easily flow. We have take a milk in a glass and we drop out a glass plate, then some resistance created between glass plate and the fluid plate, that is the milk. We take a lubricant oil, that is the mobile oil, some extra resistance created and the velocity is slower than with comparison to the water. We take a honey drop on the glass surface. Honey is very slowly motion, goes to one point to another point, and very short distance traveled by the honey, because the honey have very viscous fluid. The viscosity of the honey is very high with comparison to the liquid like a water. The fluid in which frictional effects become significant are treated as viscous flow. When two fluid layers move relatively to each other, frictional force develops between them, which is quantified by the fluid property, that is the viscosity. Boundary layer flows are the example of viscous flow. Neglecting the viscous terms in the governing equations, the flow can be treated as inviscid flow. Now, second one is the internal and external flow. Second one is the internal and external flow. The flow of an unbounded fluid over a surface is treated as external flow, and if the fluid is completely bounded by the surface, any surface, then it is called internal flow. For example, we take a glass and we fill a water. Okay. However, in special cases, if the duct is partially filled and there is free surface, then it is called open channel flow. Internal flows are dominated by viscosity, whereas the viscous effects are limited to boundary layers in the solid surface for external flows. When the flow is flowing under atmospheric contact with atmospheric pressure, then that type of fluid flow are called open channel flow, or internal flow or external flow. Now, next one is the compressible and incompressible flow. Now, next types of the flow is compressible and incompressible flow. The flow is said to be incompressible if the density remains nearly constant throughout. When the density variation during a flow is more than 5%, then it is treated as compressible. This corresponds to a flow Mach number of 0.3 at room temperature. Mach number also in detailed study in next unit, next module. Now, next type of fluid is laminar and turbulent flow. Laminar flow, when the flow goes to a linear direction, no zigzag motion. One layer goes to one particular fixed height, second layer of the fluid goes to a particular fixed height and adjacent layers respectively. Then they are called laminar flow. Turbulent flow, when the imaginary layer flows to like zigzag motion, then they are called turbulent flow. Turbulency occurs, turbulency presents. It's governed as the Reynolds numbers, that is the highly ordered fluid motion characterized by smooth layers of fluid is called laminar flow. Simple. For example, flow of highly viscous fluid at low vicinity velocities, the fluid flow or fluid motion that typically occurs at high velocities is characterized by velocity fluctuations, are called as turbulent. Velocity fluctuates in the case of turbulent. The flow that alternates between being laminar and turbulent, then they are called transitional flow. The dimensional number, that is the Reynolds number, is a key parameters that determines whether the flow is laminar or turbulent flow. Okay. Now, next type of flow is steady and unsteady flow. Steady and unsteady flow. When there is no change in fluid property at point with time, then it implies at a steady flow. However, the fluid property at a point can also vary with time. which means the flow is unstable, that is the transient. The term periodic refers to the kind of unsteady flows in which the flow oscillates about a steady means. Steady flow fixes as time, and unsteady flow or non-steady flow, this is not fixes a time. Okay, next slide please. Next slide please. Okay, some explanation about fluids like solid, liquid and gaseous, that is the state of the matters. Solid state, liquid state, gaseous state. In general, matter can be distinguished by the physical forms known as solid, liquid and gases of the liquid. The physical properties of the solid as well as liquid shown in the simple sketch diagram like that. This is the blurred, but soon we see. First one is the liquid showing free surface. Any free surface, fluids are filled. That types of. Second one is the gas filling volume. Gas are present overall atmosphere on Earth's surface as well as all over globe. But if not a stationary condition at that any particular time or place, it can be stationary, then we use a container or filled this type of the gas. Therefore the gas volume are calculated. Okay, fluid mechanics is the study of fluids at rest or motion. Both in previous lecture we discussed. It has traditionally been applied in such area as the design of pumps, compressor, design of dams, canal, design of piping and ducting in chemical plants, the aerodynamics of aeroplanes and automobiles, that is the hydraulic jack, hydraulic machinery. In recent years, fluid machines is truly high-tech discipline, science, technology. Fluid mechanics of atmosphere, sports and microfluids, both. Now, a fluid is a substance that deforms continuously under the action of shear force. A fluid may be a liquid or gas, offers resistance to a change of shape and capable of flowing. Liquid and gas are distinguished as are follows. Next slide please. In static for static fluids, if a fluid is at rest, there can be no shearing forces acting, and therefore all forces in the fluid must be perpendicular to the planes in which they act. Note here that we specify that the fluid must be at rest, then the no viscosity occur here. When slight movement or small motion occur of the fluid are going to fluid in motion, then therefore viscosity occur. Viscous fluids are called viscosity of the fluid for in the motion. Now we see that we understand that the viscosity occur when the fluid is in motion. Okay. Now here we see in picture, this is the direction of the fluid flow, y depth, noted that the y, and this is the velocity x-axis, and y-axis have the depth of the fluid, and this is the velocity profile. We draw a curve line, that is the curve shape. This is the velocity profile. Below two figure, see, first one is the ideal fluid and second one is the real viscous fluid. Ideal fluid, no viscosity existence, no viscosity occur, but in real viscous fluid, viscosity occurs and the shear strain, rate of the shear strain occurs. Now fundamental units, we study detailed study in next lecture, previous lecture, but in brief introduction are left it, then I am continue, therefore I am continue the dimension and units of the fluid. Here a table, we see a table. First one is the primary dimensions in SI and MKS system. SI is the standard international system and MKS is the meter kilogram second system. Primary dimension is force, mass, length, time, in notation as F, capital F, capital M, capital L, capital T. MKS units kilogram, kg, mass in kilogram second square per meter, length in meter, time in second. In SI unit, force measured in force of unit is Newton, that is the kilogram meter per second square, weight or mass in kilogram, length in meter, and time in second. Secondary dimension in fluid mechanics, we see in that table, that is the derivatives of the dimension or derivatives units of the SI system or MKS system, both written here. Secondary dimension like area, for example a square area is side square, a rectangular area is length into width. Therefore the dimensional unit of the area is L to the power 2, and MKS unit is meter square, SI unit is also meter square. Secondary dimension volume, that is the L cube. Similarly meter cube and meter cube in MKS and SI unit respectively. Velocity meter per second, that is the dimensional unit is LT minus 1. Acceleration LT minus 2. Pressure or stress ML minus 1 T minus 2. In MKS unit kilogram per meter square. In SI unit, that is the Pascal, that is the Newton per meter square. Angular velocity second inverse T minus, that is the Vma, that is the dimension. Energy work ML2 T minus 2, that is the kilogram meter. In SI unit joule. Power F LT minus 1 MLT ML2 T minus ML2 T3, kilogram in MKS units kilogram meter per second, and SI unit is joule per second, that is the watt. Specific mass, that is the F T2 L to the power 4. Unit in MKS unit is kilogram second square per meter to the power 4, and SI unit is kilogram per meter cube. Specific weight ML minus 2 T minus 2, that is the kilogram per meter cube in MKS system, and Newton per meter cube in SI system. Okay. Continuum already discussed in previous lecture, that is the specific properties of the fluid. That is the specific property of the fluid. Now, sorry. Next one is the specific volume of the fluid. It is the volume per unit mass of the fluid. Unit is meter cube per kg. That is the volume upon mass, or dV upon dm, change in volume upon change in mass. Specific gravity, it is the ratio of density of the fluid to the density of a standard fluid. That is the we do not denote capital S, and S is equal to rho fluid upon rho standard fluid. Okay, it is no dimension, it is unitless quantity. In case of liquid, water at 4 degrees centigrade is considered as standard liquid, and rho water is equal to 1000 kg per meter cube. Okay, next one is the viscosity. We see in that picture two pictures we see. First one is the bird flying in air, and second one is the fish flowing in water, swimming in water. Okay, air flows to that direction, that is the v velocity, and water flows to that direction, that is the v velocity, and bird and fish goes to the opposite direction of the velocity of the fluid. Therefore, drag forces are applied, drag forces acted opposite direction of the bird and fish flowing. The drag force is balanced by which force, or drag force are called? This is this frictional force caused by viscosity, and this is the term as a viscosity. A fluid moving relative to a body, that is the fish relative to water, bird relative to air. Therefore, body exerts a drag force on the body, partially because of friction caused by viscosity, and this is discussed in previous lecture in detail, that is the viscosity of the fluid. This is already discussed. Now this one. Last one. One minute, please. Here. Viscosity of the fluid properties is a very important property, and we are discussing about fluid properties easily. That is the viscous flow. Viscosity is the property by virtue of which fluid offers resistance against the flow or shear deformation. In other words, it is the reluctance, resistance or reluctance of the fluid of the flow. Now we conclude overall chapter. Overall topic is that the complete topic was complete, but some explanation remaining here. That is the classification of fluid. We states that we understand that viscous and inviscous fluids flow. Viscous flow where viscosity exists, and non-viscous flow, inviscid flow, no viscosity, no resistance occur or resistance neglected. Internal and external force flow. Internal flow when the gas is flow in atmosphere, but we have intake a container, we contain a container, we fill air, then the volume, measure the volume of the air and measure the volume of the fluid. Next one is the compressible and incompressible. Fluid is not compressible, but gas is compressible. Fluid is incompressible. This is fluid is not compressible. This is the incompressible, and these properties are very fluently used in hydraulic machines. Hydraulic machines like turbines, like JCB machines, tools, machinery, gears, many things we are used fluently. Next property, next type of flow is laminar and turbulent flow. Laminar flow is known as a straight line flow, no mixing of the flow, no imaginary line, no imaginary line of the flow mixes with each other. But in turbulent flow, the straight imaginary line flows and the imaginary line, straight line mixes to each other, and then they are called turbulent flow, and these transition points are called transitional flow. Okay, next one is the steady and unsteady flow we discussed, and this is the next module, detailed studies about the steady and unsteady flow, that is the natural force flow. And next one is the solid, liquid and gases, that is the types of a matter. This is the solid, liquid and gas. Fourth one is the plasmatic state, when we fill water on the earth surface, then they see like that. And second one, the gas filling. Gas filling, when we say gas filling is the volumetric point of view. The volume of the gas is measured with the help of any types of container we are taken. Simply, when we draw a boundary regarding fluid, then these types of fluid we can measure and we can study about the major properties, many properties of the fluid like gas as well as liquid. Now fluid are two types, that is the liquid and that is the gas. Okay, next one is the for fluid motion. If a fluid is in at the rest condition, there can be no shearing force acting, no shear force active. Therefore, all forces in the fluid must be perpendicular to the places in which they act. Okay, in see the diagram, the velocity profile goes to the curved shape, that is the water flows in a u velocity and the depth of the water is y. Therefore, we draw a curve, that is the velocity profile. We say that this is the velocity profile. Now below two diagram, we see two diagram, that is the ideal fluid. First one is the ideal fluid and second one the real fluids. In the case of ideal fluid, no existence of the ideal fluid in the atmosphere or the globe, on the globe. It is the very critical condition we can create in a laboratory only, and very tough task. But real ideal fluid, viscous fluids, it is easily available on the earth surface, on the globe. This is the ideal fluids. Real fluids have rate of shear stress shear strain, the rate of shear strain. Therefore the real fluids have a rate of shear strain. Now system of units, that is the fundamental units of the measurement of the units, that is the SI units, MKS units, and primary units and secondary units. We see in the table, that is the primary dimensions, that is the force, mass, length, time, and we can denote first letter of the that particular words, that is the force F, mass M, length capital L, T, time capital T, and MKS unit of the force is kilogram, and SI unit meter per kilogram meter per second square. Mass unit is kilogram second square per meter, and SI unit is kilogram. Length is in meter in MKS unit, and SI unit both meter. Time in second, and time in second in SI unit already considered. But in second dimensions of the in the fluids, that is the we see in the table area, volume, velocity, acceleration, pressure, angular velocity, energy work done, and these types of dimensions, these types of secondary dimensions have MKS units and SI units. Area, volume, and velocity, acceleration is a similar unit, SI unit as well as MKS units, but in pressure or stress unit is changed. In SI unit, that is the Pascal, Newton per meter square. In MKS unit, kilogram per meter square. Angular velocity in second inverse, both we consider. Okay. Next slide, please. Fluid continuum. Because of that, the fluid continuum, we take a particle. I say we are taken a particle of fluid. It is not possible we take a particle of the fluid. Therefore, analysis is very tough task. How to analyze? Therefore, we are analyze the fluid with the help of continuum terminology. Continuum is a part, small infinitesimal part taking from the fluid. We are called, or we say this type of system is continuum system, and the liquid properties, fluid properties very easily studying in these situations, very easily, and the continuum is very important, fluently asked in many preparation, many competitions, examination also. Now, some limitations of the continuums. According to the continuous assumptions, that is the physical quantity like velocity, pressure, and density are supposed to vary smoothly. Okay, on microscopic scale, very least quantity, small infinitesimal. I say infinitesimal. Now, if we are interesting by scale invariant properties of fluid in some particular cases, we need to keep in mind that there is a scale at which the equations of fluid mechanics break up, which is the molecular scale characterized by the mean free path of molecules between collision. Okay. Next one is in that lecture we all are discussing specific properties. This is the specific volume, specific gravity. Specific volume is how much, that is the volume upon mass are called specific volume, and specific gravity, that is the ratio of fluid to the density of a standard fluid, that is the rho fluid upon rho standard. It is the unitless quantity, no unit of that type of the specific gravity given for the fluids. Now viscosity is understanding by these pictures, like a fish and bird flying and flowing in water. Therefore, the drag force in terms of known as the drag force in terms of called viscosity. This is the resistive property. The drag force is the resistive properties against acted against created on the bird and fishes. Then this is the viscosity term in this is called in term of viscosity. Okay.